Hey, my friend. My name is Toyin Dawodu, Amazing Toyin for short. I'm a real estate investor by heart, and I'm also a real estate broker. I've had my license right now for over 20 years, and I've done over 560 deals. The difference between me and any other broker is that all the deals that I did, I bought the property for my corporation. So I have a corporation, I buy the property, I put it in my corporation. And so as a broker, I make money when I buy, I make money when I sell, I make money in between. And so in the course of doing all these businesses over the last 20 years, I run into a lot of real estate agents, brokers. And they are always, to me, seem like they're struggling. Okay, struggling meaning that they're always looking for listings. Brokers are always looking for agents. Agents come in, they go out, and I've been wondering why. Then it occurred to me that one of the problems in the industry is that there's no loyalty. No agent has a loyalty to any brokerage. So they come in, they hang their license for a couple of minutes, or sometimes days or months, and then the next thing is they're going down the road to another brokerage. And I always wonder why. And I think it has to do with the fact that there is nothing holding them to any specific brokerage. There's no long-term contract. There's no long-term commitment. There's no incentive. There's no profit share. Some brokerage has profit shares, but that's profit shares that comes if there is profit. If there's no profit, you get nothing. So you're come to me, even though I haven't focused on operating brokers or brokerage for the last 20 years, I always wonder, how is it that agents, that help me or thousands and thousands of other investors get properties, by looking for these properties themselves, right? How is it that these agents don't buy the property? I mean, I'm a broker, I'm an agent, and I buy properties to my own account. And so some of them are always wondering, well, maybe there's some kind of conflict. Well, let me tell you right now, there is no conflict if you disclose your intention. And that's really what it boils down to. What is your intention? My intention when I go to talk to a property owner is to help the property owner resolve a problem they have. And the problem they have is that they want to sell their house. It really doesn't matter who buys the house, which agency lists the house, because some agents will have you believe, oh, we could do better marketing, we could do this and we could do that. In this day and age, any homeowner can go online and try to find a buyer themselves. Number one, it's always good to have an agent because an agent holds your hands. An agent provides specific services that most people outside of the industry don't understand. And so you have some for sale by owners that want to sell the property themselves. And then they find out that sometimes they get more money if they have an agent involved. So I've always wondered, so how come the agents don't buy the property for themselves? Okay. And the answer is very simple. Agents are trained in specific ways as listing. They're mostly trained in find a homeowner, list their property, help them sell it. An investor is trained, find a homeowner, buy the property, fix it up, redevelop it, add value, and make money. And so there's a difference between the mindset for an agent or an agent investor like me. Okay, most investors don't have licenses. I happen to do, and I came through a different route. So I came to the conclusion that with the change that is going on in this industry, where companies are now coming in and taking bread off the table of agents, because that's really what's happening. And I don't fault these companies. The market is so big. I mean, we have a $1.5 trillion economy. Okay, as far as residential real estate is concerned, right? Residential real estate is 1.5 trillion. So everybody wants to get in on the act. Okay, you have companies like Zillow, Trillier, Redfin, all now online trying to get a piece of the action. And so agents, I find, are still moving from one place to the other, trying to jump ship whenever they think the grass is greener on the other side. And I don't blame them. But I now came to the conclusion that the number one problem an agent has is this. When you go to list a property, right, and the owner says, well, we're not ready to list right now. We don't know. We want to shop other agents. We want to talk to our brother. We want to talk to our cousin, right? As an agent, you're basically dead in the water. You could put them on the back burner and hopefully, keep in touch with them, and when they're ready, okay? But in my case, as an investor, broker, agent, when I go there, I have a check in hand. And I can tell the owner, I'm here to buy your house, and I can write a check. And so I now begin to think, why don't you combine this and give agents the opportunities to do the same thing? Okay, so I have a company, I have a corporation that buys properties, okay, and I have my real estate agency. So I now decided, okay, I'm going to grow my real estate agency so that every agent that works for me, for my company, Capital Investment Group, will be able to go to any listing or any homeowner, knock on the door and say, guess what? I have a buyer for your property. And when they make that statement, it is true 100%, because I can buy the property and write a check if we agree on price immediately and close within 5 to 10 days. In some cases, I can write a check in 24 hours, okay? Because in this day and age of computer verification, I could pull up a property, okay? And if an agent of mine is out there, looked at the property, FaceTime me, shoot me pictures or whatever, right? Details how much we think we might need to fix up the property. The homeowner can technically get paid in 24 hours. Most people think, well, you have to wait 45 days for your money. You got to find a buyer. You got to get a loan. Yes, all those things still exist. But what if the homeowner needs money right now? And as a real estate agent, if you don't have the opportunity, or you're not equipped to answer that question, you will technically lose the deal. So I now decide to put these two and two together, okay? This corporate buyer and the agents, okay, equals fast sale, okay, which means the homeowner gets their money if they need it now. And let me tell you this, 10 to 20% of homeowners out there, okay, will prefer cash if it comes faster than listing their home. I know because I've been in this business for over 25 years, okay? And when I ask a homeowner, Mr. Jones, how soon do you want to sell? Oh, we want to sell yesterday, okay? Well, if you want to sell yesterday, here's option number one, okay? We can write you a check for this much. And you do understand, Mr. Jones, when you get cash, you will have to give a discount. Now, option number two is, this is what your property will sell for in 30 days, in 45 days, maybe in 3 months, okay? In the past, typical property sells for 90 days in a normal market. When it's a seller's market, sometimes they sell for, within 30, 45 days, okay? What if the homeowner doesn't have 30, 45 days? They want to buy right away. That is where my agency comes in. And as a member of my agency, okay, as an agent, you will be able to have the opportunity to write a check to the homeowner, right? Or give them the promise of being able to close pretty quick. That's number one. Number two, if you are a member of my agency, you get to share in the long-term growth of the company. In other words, you get to buy shares in the company, okay? Shares that you could now use for your retirement, okay? And long-term, okay, income for you. Number three, if you bring in people, because one of the problems that most brokers have, or most agents have, let's say you join a ABC brokerage company, and you've been there for 1 year. During the 1 year, you brought in another 5 or 6 agents. Well, you don't get paid for bringing those agents. In our case, when you recruit agents, okay, bring them on board and show them this opportunity, we will compensate you based on how many agents you bring, okay? And we compensate you as deep as 7 levels of agency development. Why do we do that? Because we're looking for long-term agents. We're looking for agents that will participate in not only recruiting other agents, but in training them and showing them the way. Okay? We're looking for people that can support other agents so that we build a company where everyone benefits. Right now, if you look at the industry, most times the only person that really benefits, if they do, because from what I understand, most brokerages right now are losing money. They're losing money because they're giving this so-called 100% commission, right? And I always ask an agent, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer 100% of zero? Or you prefer 60, 70, 80% of something? Because when you are in an agency where, even though you don't get 100%, some of the money goes to develop the agency. Some of the money gets to put in a pot for long-term growth of the company, for long-term development of the agents, right? For providing technical services, support, training, and all that. And you're doing deals because you will be able to do more deals than an average agent that has only one alternative. The only alternative they have is that they go there, if they can't list the property, they're dead in the water. I mean, you go test it. Mr. Jones, I'm here to list your property. Well, I got to talk to John, I got to talk to Mary, you understand? So you're technically dead in the water if you can't list the property there. Whereas if you go to Mr. Jones and say, Mr. Jones, I have cash. I have a buyer that will write a check for your property. How much do you want? Oh, well, I will sell it for X. Okay, done deal. And if Mr. Jones does not want to sell for X, then you ask Mr. Jones, what will you prefer? Will you prefer to list it? And if you're going to list it, here are the things that we have to do in order to list it so you could get, XY for your property instead of X. Yes, you will get more if you're willing to wait and you do these little improvements. Whereas this company that is going to write a check for your property will buy it as is, where is, and they will close quick. Everybody wins. It's as simple as that. Okay? And there is no, what's the word I'm looking for? There's no conflict because you told Mr. Jones, my name is Amazing Toyin. I'm a real estate agent. I'm interested in helping you sell your property, and I have a company that will buy it right now. We help homeowners sell their property by buying it. Simple. That's been my philosophy for 25 years. I'm now extending it to other agents who have never been exposed to this. This concept does not exist anywhere else in this country as far as I know, where the agent shows up and says, hey, guess what? I have a company that will buy your property right now, and they will write you a check. All we have to do is look at what you could get in a normal market and what you could get right now. Okay? There's no conflict. So that's why if you're watching this, I want to invite you, okay, to call me or click below and apply to join my fast growing agency, Capital Investment. The sky is the limit. And before you know it, right, you will be hearing a lot about us. And if you don't get in on the ground floor, you will say to yourself, damn, I watched Toyin's video about a year ago when they have not too many agents, and now they got 3,000, okay? And you could still join them, but if you want to get in on the ground floor, this is the time to join, where you have the opportunity, number one, to be able to tell every homeowner that I'm here to help you sell your property, and I have a company that will buy it right now. Number two, you get to share in the growth of the company by getting equity in the company, right? You get to build a retirement plan. You get to create your own little team, okay, or semi-agency within our agency, whereby your team that you recruit, you get paid based on their productivity. Right now, as an agent, you can't get paid on anybody's productivity, right? And every broker gets paid on agency productivity because that's the way the system is designed. We are now creating a sub-agency to some extent where everybody wins. Everybody that helps the agency grow or the brokerage grows wins, and we are all building a great company. So I want to invite you to click below, apply, and I'll see you in one of my training programs. Thank you. Bye.